Hello everyone, my name is Wolfcloaked and welcome to my very first Minecraft Bedrock Edition Redstone tutorial. Today I will be showing you how to build this 3x2 flush with the floor hidden staircase Minecraft piston door for your Bedrock Edition world. Please note that this build will only work on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, it will not work on Java, okay? I'm sorry about that, I just cannot control quasi-connectivity. I really don't think anybody can. But, moving on from that, let's get straight on into the build. So to start off, I'd like to show you this build in operation. Here I've chosen to just decorate it with some prismarine stairs and a couple of blocks around the side. You could obviously use any blocks that you like, that's not really important. And we operate this door by using this T flip-flop, which is a couple of droppers and a hopper, by pressing this button right here. And as you can see, it all pops up nice and flush. We have all of our stairs in a nice beautiful pattern, and when we press the button again, we can see it all will open up, revealing our staircase, and off we can go into our base and things to get all of the stuff. As you can see here, I like to use different colored wool to sort of separate our different circuits. So, you know, we've got our gray switch circuit here that will turn on the machine, making sure that one side is on, i.e. the stairs are out, versus the other side being off, the blocks folded down. Or we can switch that by using our T flip-flop here. We then go into a magenta and blue circuits. These are both separate timing circuits to allow for our double piston extender to allow the stairs to pop out. Moving around to the front of the machine here, we can see our green floor circuit that allows the single piston extension that happens for the floor. And on the sides, we can see a couple more extensions happening for the stairs to be pushed into place, and that is this orange circuit here. And this white circuit actually just controls these two bottom steps. I found that this was one of the easiest ways for me to compact this build in the vertical restrictions that I had around the area due to terraforming reasons that I needed for the front of this build. This brown switch here is a safety shutoff that will, when this piston is extended, forces this lever, this torch to stay off for long enough to one side can close while the other side needs to do its bits and pieces. And yeah, that's how all of this circuit works. So I'll show you another opportunity to see it in action here. And I believe that this might be one of the most compact and speedy designs for this style of door in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I have not actually been looking for any designs of this style, but I have seen a few online before. I chose to design this door as it suited a need that I had in a survival world that I'm currently playing on. So to start off with, for this build, you're going to do something that you do a lot of in Minecraft, and that is resource gathering. You're going to need to do a lot of resource gathering. This is not a cheap design at all. In fact, it's actually quite expensive, but it's a really awesome door. It's a really, really awesome door. So, with that aside, you'll also need to do something else that you do a lot of in Minecraft, and that is dig a giant hole. A big hole, a hole, it's a hole. You'll have to dig it. You'll have to get your shovel out, and you'll have to run along and dig this hole. This hole has to be exactly 7 blocks tall, 7 blocks tall, 10 blocks wide, 10 blocks wide is this way. This is 10 blocks. This right here, this is 10 blocks, 10 blocks wide. And 13 blocks long. This is long. This is 13 blocks long right here. There are 13 of these blocks, and there are 10 of these blocks, and there are 7 of the wall blocks counting upwards. If you count on my design right here, that was up my pants. If you count on my design right here, you will actually notice that there is 12 blocks wide side, and there is 15 blocks on the long side. That is because my corner blocks are marked in my testing world for the sake of you guys being able to see everything. But this deep hole has to be 7 blocks deep, 10 blocks wide, and 13 blocks long. And we are going to need to gather lots and lots of resources, as I said, and they are right here inside this chest. We're going to need one random item. This is going inside our droppers. That's going for our T flip-flop. It can be any random item at all. I'm choosing to use a lever because it's a T flip-flop and I think that's funny. We also need 34 sticky pistons, 1 stone button, 3 droppers, 18 redstone repeaters, 1 redstone torch, 2 redstone comparators, 62 redstone dust, 1 hopper, and a couple of blocks to build with. Up here I have exact numbers for the blocks that I use for each circuit, so I have different colored wools on every single line. But if you just want a number of how many blocks you will need in total, that number is right here, and that is 78. Let's get on with the tutorial. I think you've been waiting long enough. Oh, redstone blocks, of course. Yes, 8 redstone blocks. I mentioned that we needed 8 redstone blocks, definitely. Yes. So to start this build, we're going to move in by 2 blocks from one wall and 2 blocks from the other wall and place a block right there like so. And we're going to do the same on this side like this, and we're going to connect these 2 blocks like this. So that will give us a line of 6 blocks. We are then going to go out by 1 block here and come in by 2 blocks like this. And we're going to do the same on this side, so out by 1 block and in by 2 blocks like so. We are then going to place a temporary block there. Right, so I'm going to actually just use this stone right here. And we are going to place a couple of sticky pistons. We're going to place one there like that, one there like that, and 2 on the sides of those like that, and then 2 on the front like this, with 2 on the back like so. And that gives us 8 sticky pistons. We're then going to take our 8 redstone blocks and we're going to place them on top of each and every single one of those sticky pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. We're then going to take a couple of our redstone repeaters and our redstone dust, and we are going to run our repeaters into these blocks like hit this and this on 1 tick each, and we are going to do the same on this side. So that was 4 repeaters, all of them set to 1 tick each. We are then going to take a redstone dust, run it across the back of those repeaters and up our green line. We are then also going to run it all the way across the front of our green line so it powers those 2 pistons as well. We are then going to take another block, and we are going to place it right there like that and right there like that and mirror it on this side like this. And we are going to climb our way upwards. 1, 2, 3 blocks upwards like so. And 1, 2, 3 blocks upwards like so. We are then going to take a temporary block right there and place one like this. So and one on either side of that block. So we have the 3 across the top with the 3 along the wall with the 1 on the bottom. And we're going to do the same on this side. So a temporary block right there, place a block right there, break that block, place a block right here, not that block there, and this one right here. We are then going to take a repeater, set it to 4 ticks and place it on this block like so, and one on this block like so. We are then going to run dust along all of these blocks all the way just like this. And again on this side, and this will have our floor operating as well as some of the retractions for some of our other pistons. Now we are going to take some sticky pistons and we are going to paste them on these redstone dusts just like this and on the face of these blocks, and we're going to do the same on this side as well. If I could place the blocks in the correct order, that would be good. Okay, so that was 6 sticky pistons there and 6 sticky pistons right there. Okay. We are then going to grab our magenta wool and we are going to place 3 of our magenta wool like this, just like that. And we are then going to place 1 like that with a block up next to it like that. We're going to delete that block underneath it. We're then going to take a block up from this like this and a block up from this like this. And we're going to take a block up from that like that. So we should have something looking like this. Sorry, I actually just realized I got that wrong. This block is actually going to have to be here like this. So we're going to take this block, place it there like that. And we're going to remove these 2 blocks like this. We're going to place this block here like that. That was a temporary block that we placed and removed just to get this one up above. So we should actually have our purple line looking just like this. Now what you're going to want to do is place 1 more block up like that and 1 more like that, and delete that block right there because it's not very much needed. And we're going to place a repeater into that block, and we're going to run some dust down the front of these blocks into these locations like this, all the way down so it powers those pistons at the bottom. And we're also going to take a repeater out from this block right here. Now these 2 repeaters have to be on specific, and that is that they are both on 1 tick each, as you can see. Now we are going to take 2 blocks out from this like this, and we are then going to place another block up just like that. And we are going to run a repeater into this block, and we are going to put a redstone dust right here, and we're going to set this repeater to 4 ticks, just like over here. We are then going to take our sticky pistons and we are going to place a couple of them in right now. We're going to place 1 there like that and 1 there like that. We're then going to place 1 on the front of either of those and 1 right here like that with 1 on there like that. So we have placed 6 in total. We are then going to take our redstone dust and we're going to place it right here on this top of this piston. And that's going to allow for all of our pistons to get powered by this block and this dust alone, which I think is quite a nice way to compact this design. We're now going to move to underneath of these pistons, and we're actually going to take a couple of blocks like this right here and a couple of blocks like this right here, and we're going to delete these two temporary blocks because they're not needed, and we're going to run this out for 8 blocks with a block right there. This one is not actually needed. We are then going to simply take a redstone comparator into this block right here. Sorry about that. We're just going to take this redstone comparator and we're going to place it into this block like this. We're then going to take a bunch of redstone dust and run it all into these locations just like that. And we're going to take a couple of repeaters and place them here in these locations. And these repeaters are going to be set to 4 ticks. We are then going to run over to the front of our builder right here. We're going to place white blocks everywhere along where we have our green blocks already. We are then going to take a block up like this, with a block up like this, with a block up like this, and we are then going to place a block there, and a block there, and a block right there, with a block right here, and one like this, and one like this, and we're also going to place one right there. We're going to place a repeater here on 2 ticks, a repeater here on 1 tick, and a repeater here on 1 tick. We're going to put dust on all of the white blocks that we've just placed down, except for that one right there, and that will connect up the extra set of pistons that we are about to place in these locations. One of them is going to go right here underneath this piston on top of this repeater like this facing outwards, and one of them is going to go right here on top of this space right here, leaving a block gap behind that redstone dust. We are then just going to simply make a little block elevator like we've been doing, one there, one here, and we're going to run dust into the side of that piston just like that, and both of those should be on time. And as you can start to see, we've really got a good shape coming along. Now we are going to take some grey wool and we're going to pop around to the back here, and we're going to take 2 blocks out from this purple block right here like that, and we're going to take a block down like this and a block down like this with a block out like that with a block just here like so. We are then going to place some redstone dust in all of these locations just like this, and we are going to place a redstone torch right there on that block. And then we should hear a lot of pistons fire, and we should have something that looks like this. Now we're going to take the stairs that we have of choice for your build, which I did not put in the materials list, but you will need 6 stairs. So I'm just going to use these blackstone stairs right here like this, and you can place your stairs along like so. This will now give you a good opportunity to have a bit of an envisionment about where your door is going to be. You can of course start to fill in this floor right here like this. You do not need to come to the front of this build anymore. I'm not going to leave these blocks here just so we can keep seeing what we're doing, but you are more than welcome to. Now that we have these blocks in place, we need to get a sticky piston over here like this in this location just here, and we're going to need to put a piece of wool on the front of that block. I'm going to use brown wool like this. We are then going to run a piece of wool right there in this location, a piece of wool in this location, 3 pieces in this location, 1 piece in this location, and 1 piece in this location. We are then going to put redstone dust along every single one of those pieces of wool, and that will allow this piston to fire, which will turn off the side of the stairs that we've just placed when we need it to. As for speaking for when we need it to happen, we are firstly going to take a couple of pieces of extra wool and we're going to place them in these locations right here. We are then going to place a block up like this and a block up like this to connect it up with the other side. We're going to take redstone dust on top of these 2 positions right here, and we're going to place redstone repeaters down like so. Now both of these repeaters are going to be set to 3 ticks each, and actually I've made a mistake here in building this tutorial. I placed this block here when in fact the dust and the block did not need to be there. We just needed to simply place a block here like this, and that will save us 1 whole piece of redstone dust. So now we're going to make a T flip-flop to turn this thing on. I am choosing to use a nice simple hopper dropper design because it's nice and compact. So what we're going to need to do is take a dropper and place it on the side of this piston facing upwards like so, and we're then going to place one on top of that facing this way like so. We're then going to take one and place it facing into the first one that we placed like this, and we're then just going to place a hopper on top of that. And we're going to throw any random item into this hopper, and then it will end up in this dropper like so. Now we're going to take 2 pieces of grey wool and we're going to place them right here in these locations, and we're going to place 1 more there and 1 more right there. We're going to place a redstone dust like this, and we're going to place a redstone dust like this, and we are also going to get a redstone repeater, place it right there on 1 tick, and we place a comparator right here, and that should turn on our door, as you can see. Now we are going to take 6 sticky pistons and place them right here. And on top of these sticky pistons, we can start to place in our door materials. So for this particular door, seeing as we used blackstone before, I think I'm going to go with quartz just to break it up a little bit, which is right here. And we're going to place them right here in this location like so. And we're going to also place some blackstone stairs just like we have in all of the other designs like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, if I can place, thank you, and 7 and 8. We're then just going to take a nice block of quartz, place it on top of that hopper, on top of this sticky piston's head, on top of this sticky piston's head, and on top of no sticky pistons on this side. Then when we take our item out of the dropper, we should see that everything folds back down. We now have a working door. All we need to do is run some sort of input into this door. And for me, I'm just going to place a redstone dust like that, grab a block of emerald, which I am just going to search for like so. And we are going to grab our stone button and we are going to place our emerald block right here and place our stone button right there. And as you can see, when we press this button, nothing will happen because I took the item out of the dropper. But when I place the item back into the dropper, the door closes, and if I press this button again, you will see the door close. And now we can press this button every single time to change how this door will work. No, first we need to take that redstone dust out, place a repeater right here like that, so the circuit actually does what it's supposed to do. And now the stairs fold out instead of just it closing and opening over and over again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the tutorial for today. I hope that you've found it very informative. I look forward to seeing many different builds, including this design, in the comments down below. Please send me all the links that you can. Any photos will be much appreciated. I'm sure that you will use it to protect everything that's valuable to you in the entire world and make sure that nobody will take all of your boats and hoes as I keep safe in my lovely opulent door, as you can see. My name is WolfCloakedX44. Welcome to the channel. Please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that like button.